It's almost obligatory now for one of the acolytes to carry the ring belt there. Eddie Futch, 73-year-old trainer. And there he is at 35. He really is standing in good shape. Man takes a lot of care of himself there. The rundown on the figures, unbeaten, and of course chasing the Rocky Marciano record of 49 fights unbeaten.
And the champion never looked better in the richest heavyweight fight of all when he defeated the big hope, Jerry Cooney.
Jerry Cooney in the second round, looking like a baby giraffe there. His legs splayed all around the ring, and the referee, Mills Lane, takes up a count there. Cooney really wondered what hit him and gets the mandatory count.
But there's also been some worrying moments for Holmes, and none more so than when he fought Ronaldo Snipes.
This is probably the most sensational part of Holmes' career. Ronaldo Snipes, unfancied, a lack of concentration, I suspect, and that right hand looked like the end for Holmes, but he gets off the floor somehow, and when he does, he then gets stuck into Snipes, makes him pay for it, and proves that his right is might. Just look at that now. It's, as usual, pins him in the corner, and Holmes the boss all the way, and it's over. And they need to warm up. It really is a coldish night here. As referee, little fella, isn't he, Davy Pearl? And it's a nose-to-nose job here, and they're pushing and shoving, and the referee has got to say, we don't need any of that. He never had time to give him any rundown, and you've got the official rundown there. And you see he's now been found to be 31 and not 29, Bonecrusher Smith. Well, it doesn't matter what the name of the title is, the International Boxing Federation, or XYZ, as everyone accepts that Holmes is the genuine champion of the world, the people's champion. Bonecrusher Smith really gets his chance in only his 16th fight on the strength of catching up with Frank Bruno in London. In terms of the indefinable thing called ring class, maybe he doesn't belong in the same town, let alone same ring as Holmes, but we'll find out whether it's going to be a mismatch or not, because he's always got, as they say in the fight game, a bit of a puncher's chance. Mind you, the odds players around here are not betting head-to-head on this one. It's 13-10 that Bonecrusher won't last 7 rounds. Already, Bonecrusher feeling the weight of that Holmes left-hand punch. He really breaks up opponents with that. The right-hand blow is usually the one that drops an opponent, but the left hand paves the way. Oh, and there it is. He didn't take long to let one go there. He said, Bonecrusher's been talking too much for me. I've got to lay into him early. Remember, he had a 1-round last time with Marvis Frazier just a year ago. And he says being inactive, in fact, has helped him. He's able to get in shape. He gives himself a good rest. Well, so far anyway, Smith's absorbed the good punches of Holmes, or the good punch in that case with the right hand, and he'll have to go on doing that. Angelo Dundee, one of the shrewd judges of the fight game, of course, says you never know when these heavyweights are going to come apart at the seams overnight. Fourth round. And I'm just wondering now what the bettors, as they call them here, are thinking, laying 13-10 that Smith wouldn't go past 7. It's getting marked up a bit, but he hasn't really shown any signs of buckling.
Right, step back clean now.
Hey, Big Jack, turn up, stick it to the center, Big Jack. Stick it out there. Stick it out there, Big Jack. Cruise, baby.
He really does break up an opponent with a left hand, Holmes. It breaks not only the concentration, but often the spirit. There it is again, double jabbing.
Back him up, Big Jack.
Your hand off.
Tends to carry his head a little bit high, Holmes, but how can he knock an unbeaten record? He's got to be right. He's been on the deck a few times, Holmes, 3 in fact, but he's always come back and really laid into the other guy. Really is a punishing jab now. He's looking to pick a shot now. Watch this. And Bonecrusher can't match him in any of that sort of skill. He's got to try and rough it up a bit. Ooh, and that's the first time. It's almost around the ear, I think, that punch, but it really was a close-in right-hand hook. He's not big on skill, Bonecrusher, but there's nothing wrong with his ticker. Ooh, that was the one that got away. Really is marked up around the left eye now, Smith. They'll be working hard in the corner to try and keep that swelling down. And he's kind of punching himself into condition as he goes along, Holmes, on a cold night like this. And it looked like that could have been all over then, but this fellow absorbs a punch. But the accumulation of punches surely must tell now. Respects in terms of facial damage, a bit of a lost cause for Bonecrusher, Smith. The only chance he's got now is to try and swing a few and hope he can land, because I doubt if he could go 15 getting marked up like this with the left hand barely missing him from Holmes.
All day. All right, work it, Big Jack, work it.
Well, some have been saying perhaps Larry Holmes is on the slide, but he hasn't shown it yet. Very disciplined fighter, the champion. Really fattens up between fights. And as Holmes has said, I'm in this game for money. Came from a dirt farm and now I'm filthy rich. And that's why he keeps going, and it's hard to explain that to the would-be abolitionist of boxing. Well, it looks as though Holmes was hurt by a punch there, and the crowd seem to know it. Does Bonecrusher. It's making Holmes back up. Sheer raw strength of Smith. That's his only chance. In this game, one mistake, one little tiny moment, and lack of concentration, and you're in trouble in the heavyweights. In fact, any weights, but particularly these big guys. Just lost a little bit of composure in this round. Trying to get back on his toes now and take over. Well, Holmes saw that come in and tried to ignore it. A good right hand from Bonecrusher and the crowd with him. Well, no way is it the walkover that some of the cynics thought it would be. And he'd just only been into the 10th round once before. That was when he stopped Frank Bruno in London last May. No question, of course, that the champion's well in front. 3 American judges. The referee doesn't score under this new IBF rulings. So it's almost unknown territory in the 11th round then for Smith. Holmes has been certainly finding it difficult now to cut this big fellow down to size.
Watch your head's going in now.
Well, that was, as he came in there, Holmes clipped him with the right-hand punch, but he still hasn't shifted him. He must be one tough fellow. But Holmes now really cutting Smith up badly in this round. And he senses that it can all be over in the 11th. It's a bad gash over the left eye. I think the referee will call the doctor, who will give his opinion and, in fact, make the decision for him. Managing to throw a share of punches, Smith, and the chat going on there. But he's slowing down. His defence wasn't too good from the start, but he's not getting out of the way of any punches at all now, Smith. This is where the measure of class does show, and the experience. But if it is stopped at the end of this round, and I suspect it may well be, there will certainly be a big hand for a very brave loser. He's wiping the blood away there, Smith. Won't go down. Tremendous pride this fellow must have. And the referee now is taking him back to the corner, is he or not? With 5 seconds to go, he's actually walking Smith towards Holmes's corner. And the Nevada State Dr. Romero, I think that is, yes, going to have a look at that injury, and it's a bad one. No, he says he can certainly finish this round. That surprises me. And I wouldn't have thought, if the referee will step in this round, that he'll need to call the doctor for a second opinion this time. It could well be that Smith in his corner said, no, let us go on with this. It's the one big chance in life for him. But there's no way you can enjoy seeing a man take this sort of punishment and smiling as well. What a brave guy. And Davy Pearl, who in fact works at the local university, constantly eyeing their Bonecrusher.
Watch your heads, both of you. Get out, get out.
Well, certainly turned into a gory fight.
Come on, turn him loose.
really does look a sad and gory sight now, Smith, and I really would hope the referee would get in here. He's well behind on points anyway. He's given all he's got. He's given more than he's got midway through the 12th.
Hold it up.
And he can certainly go out with a badge of courage. Take time off. And he's calling Smitty to him. He thinks the fight's over, Smith, but it isn't. He wants the other doctor to have a look. And I do hope that he stops it this time. And I think he will, because he's explained it to Smith. I'd like you to go on, but it's all over. I thought that was what he would say, and I have to say, not before time in the 12th round.
And self-named Dangerous Don Lee from Gary, Indiana.